Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Young from Brigham's Playhouse. Welcome to our theater family. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of information about how we get each of our shows ready for performance, starting from auditions all the way through the final dress rehearsals. So stay tuned. About a month before our rehearsals begin, we select our cast. That occurs after a careful audition process. We announce our auditions about 2 or 3 weeks before they happen, and during that time, most of our auditioners call and set up an appointment during the designated times. They come to those auditions prepared with usually a monologue, which is about 30 to 60 seconds long of a memorized solo acting recitation. And then they also prepare about 16 to 24 measures, or about 30 seconds, of 2 Broadway songs contrasting in nature. And they present those 3 pieces on stage in front of the director and the music director and possibly even the choreographer. And then from all of those initial auditionees, we select a list of actors that we call back to the next level of auditions. And at that auditions, we usually read material from the script and look at people in relation to the other characters that are going to be in the show with them. And we just get a feel for how they might work together as a cast in a company. And then we post that cast list. It always breaks our heart to not be able to select everybody who auditions, because everybody is talented and has something to offer, but not every show has need of every actor. So we do have to make those selections, which breaks our heart at times. And then about a month after that cast list goes up, we begin our rehearsal process. And those first rehearsals are usually a lot of discussion and reading through the script. And music rehearsals, if it's a musical. Then we do choreography rehearsals. And then we start putting the show on its feet, so to speak, where we would stage the show moment by moment, all the way through the whole show. And we don't go more than 4 days without touching some of the material that we've worked on. And so after we've initially staged it, then we'll work through it a little bit more. And then a few days after that, we'll run through an even larger section of the show. And then eventually we get to the point where we're running the entire act, and then both of the acts together. And by that time, we're usually ready to go into what's called technical rehearsals. And at those technical rehearsals, we start adding the elements of lighting and sound and set changes. And then when we get into dress rehearsals, we add even one more layer of complexity, which is costumes and all of the costume changes that go along with that. This process of rehearsal, usually here at Brigham's Playhouse, is about an 8-week process. We rehearse 4 days a week until the end of the process, and then we are rehearsing 5 or 6 days a week. And each rehearsal is about 3.5 hours long. And so these actors, really from start to finish, before they even open the show, have been working on the material for about 2 months. And then they have another 1.5 months of the run of the show. So the actors at Brigham's Playhouse are putting in a good 3.5 months plus their audition preparation just to bring you the kind of shows that they like to be a part of. It's a really big process, very, very involved, all while the auditions and the rehearsals are happening. We're also meeting together as a production team, the director, the music director, the choreographer, the set designer, the costume designer, lighting designer, prop master, sound designer. All of these production team members are meeting to make sure that all of the elements unify together and work in conjunction with the dancers and the singers and the actors to tell the full story in a beautiful and complete way. So Hopefully that gives you a little bit of a taste of what goes into the rehearsal process. So there's a rehearsal going on downstairs of our upcoming murder mystery opening in October. It's Murder on the Nile, and rehearsal is in process. I'm gonna sneak in there and give you all a sneak peek of what is going on there. So let's go on down.
Good night, Jacqueline.
She doesn't care anymore. Neither of them cares anymore. I can't reach them. They've gone beyond me, and they don't care if I'm here or not, and I can't hurt them anymore.
Do you want to hurt them?
They shan't be happy together. They shan't. I have to stop it, and I will stop it somehow.
You should not have come on this boat.
You're right. Yes, I think you're right. But it's too late now. It's too late. I can't go back.
I hope you enjoyed that sneak peek of Murder on the Nile rehearsal in progress. And I hope that you've enjoyed a little bit of this insight to what we do to make all of our shows happen here at Brigham's Playhouse to bring you the highest quality possible. It's a lot of work. We work really hard to make it look easy so you don't have to think about all of the effort that's gone into it. And we hope that you always enjoy that. Don't miss Murder on the Nile, which will be opening in about 5 weeks from now. And in the meantime, it's not too late to get your tickets for South Pacific. So if you've liked this video, please make sure you like it below. And if you haven't subscribed yet to our Theater Family YouTube channel, please do so. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.